Alright guys, welcome back to Fog Wrestling here, bringing you your top 5 moments from the WWE SmackDown 2002 April 11th show. We're really spoilt for choices here for top 5 moment. I mean, in my opinion, it wasn't the greatest show, if I'm being honest here, and it wasn't difficult to think of 5 moments, but if I'm being honest here, a lot of the moments that I was thinking of, they were like average at best, like
mediocre.
Definitely, I think this is the weakest top 5 moments we've had since we began doing this. But what I can say is the top moment was fucking great, so maybe that'll make up for some of the others. Notable mentions, if anybody's interested, the notable mentions: Devon debuting as Reverend Devon gimmick. The only thing is, not a lot happened, so can't really put it that high. And Angle did a cool Angle slam to Edge on the concrete backstage. So there's your honourable mentions for this week. And moving in at number 5 with the Mark Henry World's Strongest Man car exhibition fucking test of strength thingy. Test. Mark Henry's basically going to try and hold a limousine back that's been accelerated into him by Test with his legs for 30 seconds. There's a bunch of jobbers backstage. They're all betting on it. Test gets in the driver's seat, hits the gas. Mark Henry manages to last the 30 seconds. Test refuses to stop the car. Then it almost kills Henry's legs. His legs turn into Kevin Nash's quads. Farouk has to jump in and pull Test out. Then Test is like, "What that all about?" And he throws the money at Mark Henry.
Had his boot on the pedal.
Big, and maybe next week I'll have his boot in Mark Henry's face. But anyway, that is coming in at number 5. Up next at number 4 on this list, it was a backstage segment between Billy, Chuck, and Rico with Maven and Al Snow. Rico was basically taking the piss out of Maven's monobrow, saying that those eyebrows needs fixed. Al Snow comes in and references Rico looking like the Wolverine.
X-Men.
And it was just, it was a decent backstage segment. Obviously, there was led to a singles match later that night. But, Al Snow, funny guy, in my opinion, definitely always an underrated wrestler. I like the Billy and Chuck tag team.
What does everybody want?
Hey. They could definitely do worse things with Maven than pair him with Al Snow. So, that's probably the best thing about Maven's run so far.
Definitely up the match against Goldust at Mania, guys.
Oh. Well, him eliminating Undertaker's pretty good. But I like the combination of Al Snow and Maven. It works well, experienced guy with the rookie. Jobber. So it was pretty funny backstage segment here from Billy, Chuck, Rico, Maven, and Al Snow. That is number 4. Coming in at number 3 with a Jericho and Angle promo backstage after the opening segment. Angle is with Jericho. They talk about creating a pact. Jericho says, "I'll have your back if you have mine," and then Angle accepts, and Angle says he's sick of Canadians with long blonde hair dressing like rock stars, messing up his business and whatnot, and Jericho's kind of, obviously taking offense to this because Kurt Angle kind of summed him up by describing him there. So Jericho and Edge, I guess, kind of similar. Then they do a wee mad handshake at the end, and Angle just, anything Angle tries to do remotely cool doesn't look cool.
Doesn't pay off.
But it's not because Angle's not cool, it's because he's fucking great at playing a goofball.
You're damn right. And coming in at number 2, we have Jericho versus Edge. One of the few matches you could probably get today and it would still be great.
Yeah, two guys that can still, you've seen Jericho in AEW.
Edge can still go.
Edge can still go.
Good match.
Fresh match. It feels like we haven't seen this before at this stage. And we probably have, but it's not like you're getting it every fucking week like you get Kurt Angle and Triple H, so it felt fresh. And it was a good match. Angle interference, Edge looking very strong, kicking out of multiple manoeuvres, even though he lost in the end. Edge did look good. And coming in at number 1, guys, there could only be one option for this, I believe. There's no way you could possibly not have this as your number 1 moment of this SmackDown. And it was the McMahon interviewing for the personal assistant. He interviews some woman who can type words in 75 words a minute.
Yep,
doesn't really impress McMahon.
Then the other guy who's a nonce
tells her to go to here. Then some nonce guy comes in. McMahon doesn't even let him speak.
What actually was that all about?
I don't know. Then some other person comes down and McMahon seems a bit more keen on her. She says she can type 90 words per minute. So McMahon is
95.
McMahon says, unless there's anyone that can come down and give me an offer I cannot refuse, he's going to basically hire this woman.
Come on.
And then Stacy Keibler's legs hit the music hits. You've got the leg, you know how to move them. Kid Rock. Stacy comes down, tells this woman to get the ring. She's not going to steal her job. And then Stacy says she's going to show McMahon what she can do rather than tell him. And then she dances all over the table, gets her legs up in McMahon's face. And then McMahon creates some of the best facial expressions that you'll ever see and still live strong to this day, almost 20 years later. And this scene is still relevant through memes, GIFs, you name it. This is still we're running wild, as Hulkamania would say. This moment's still running wild in and not WWE, just in worldwide, in pop culture. So I mean, great stuff. McMahon falls off his chair.
Brilliant.
Excellent facial expressions. I mean, us describing it doesn't do it justice. You need to see it for
yourself.
If
you haven't seen it, where the hell have you been for the past?
I think
is there a person alive who hasn't seen it?
I would guarantee people that stopped watching wrestling, people that stopped watching wrestling in the 90s have seen this. Vince Russo claims they have seen nothing since 99 to 2015 has seen this.
You're damn right he's seen it, because everyone's seen it. And Russo. Everything's been pished since 99.
Yeah, I'll be hard to get
2000 since I take full credit for the work.
I mean, if you're rating this segment, I just think it has to be a 10 just for the fucking facial expressions alone.
It was.
So,
you'll remember this till you die.
Yep. Definitely one of the most memorable,
iconic moments in wrestling history.
It is. I mean, it's up there with name anything else iconic, and it's up there with it. Anyway, guys, that is it. I mean, definitely the number one spot here. Pulling the weight on this top 5 list. Hopefully next week's SmackDown is better. There was no Rock. I don't know if The Rock's going to be gone now for the foreseeable future.
Making movies.
I mean, I don't know why WWE can't mention it. If he's not going to be on this SmackDown, why not have Jericho and Kurt Angle take him out last week?
Plus, it also makes McMahon's number one pick look a bit pish.
Yeah, I know.
You're picking a guy who's not showing up.
Yeah, so,
Disaster for Finney Mac.
I don't know.
But he had a pretty good segment.
He had a good segment in this show, so he made up for it. Anyway, guys, that is our top 5 list. Now, let us know down below in the comment section what your top 5 list is. And we're not arseholes that are going to make you give this 10 likes until we upload the next review. So,
Captain Goodspeed.
Expect the Raw review to be up in the next couple of days. And yeah, guys, until next time, we've been Fog Wrestling. Thanks for watching. And until the next video,
peace.
Peace.